We are live.
What's up, everyone? Man, snow day in Nashville, man, which means that we had an inch of snow, and that means we're canceling everything for the next week. I literally went out on the, I had physical therapy for my hip issue today, right? I strained I strained my adductor. Okay. And it sucks. It's terrible. And so I went out, I'm like, man, the roads are going to be bad. They're fine. And there was nobody on the road at rush hour. Not one person was on the road. It was wild. It was like The Walking Dead. Like there was nobody there. I was expecting zombies to come out and get me.
So the strained adductor thing, dude, that is not fun.
Yeah, bro, dude, it hurt. Physical therapy was not fun.
Right before Real Weights, Real Heroes, the first one. Remember I showed up. I couldn't even do anything because I tore my groin and partially tore my adductor. Like a week beforehand. Like I was black and blue from like the tip of my dick all the way down to my knee on the right hand side. It was fucking horrible. So fucking bad.
Mine's been kind of persistent though. Like I've had some hip flexor issues, adductor issues, and it's joint. It's not muscular. Yeah. So it's just going to take. We're just going in 3 days a week. 1 to 2 days of chiropractor stuff, and just, man, it's just like, it's just, and it's hindering my ability to do. Like I can walk, like it's like your day to day, I'm fine. But he's like, how's your, like, I'm good. Like for an average American, I'm great, but I like doing epic stuff, right? Like I want to be able to get down in a 3-4 point stance, run into people. That's what I want to do. He's like, yeah, we got you. So it's going to be really aggressive. I went in it looked like a tanning bed, but it's actually all red light and UV and all these light things it was crazy. 12 minutes in there, I feel mitochondria, all that good stuff. When a physical therapist has crazy stuff that nobody supports in science, I'm like, this is my guy.
He's my guy. Yeah.
That's my guy. I want all the shit that might or might not work. Throw it at me. I want you to throw everything at me. Proven, unproven, science, no science. Throw it at me. Hope it sticks.
Well, especially when it's non-invasive, man. Like, that's my thing. If it's not invasive, I'll do everything. Like I don't want you proking and prodding with me. If I need an injection, I'll give it to my goddamn self.
Well, but like, if I don't address this now, long-term hip replacement, you just have to address it, have to hit it head on. And we don't usually do this, but I want to start with, I want to start some good music. I know Alan's a fan of good music, and this is something that I thought could kick off our show in the right direction. This is amazing. Good music. I mean, you always wonder what the fat kid from Sandlot ended up doing. Here he is.
They, them, energy.
That they, them energy.
They, them, energy. They, them, energy. They, them, energy.
That was good. That was good. I quite enjoyed that.
We need to make mental asylums great again. Like we really do.
Like the thing is, look, man, the pronoun thing, like I got in trouble as we all did during that era, which was only like a year ago. It's like we talk about it like it was like Vietnam, bro. It was like 4 months ago, right? When I was like, look, man, I understand. I can reach, I can grasp and understand the pronouns like he, him, she, her, and they still exist. Like I get emails from organizations, and like one of our mainstream distributor for Ambrosia, they all have fucking pronouns in their email. I'm like, whatever, I gotta work, and I'm not gonna call them out like, hey, I'm just like, fuck it, just buy the shit and sell it. Yeah. And the one thing I posted a few times, I just can't grasp how you can be plural. That's just doesn't make sense physiologically, but it doesn't make sense for English. Like you can't be two people. I mean, you could think you're two people. That's multiple personality disorder, but you can't be two people.
No. And that's the thing. Like I am perfectly accepting of the whole transgender thing as long as it's within reason. You know what I mean? Like like, okay, if you have a a mental illness or a mental disorder that makes you more comfortable presenting as the opposite sex, perfectly understandable. It's been around. That's been around forever. And
you do you.
Go to it. And some of the funniest people I've met have been there. Funniest and like just good people. Like Blair White's a good person. She's hilarious. I love her content. But they them, I mean, you're not non-binary. You're just very mentally ill. Like I mean, like you are not like, and it's so fucked up. And the way my brain works, because I go through the whole logic chain of everything. And then it's like, so if you claim there's binary, non-binary, that fucking binary system, like goddamn.
but no, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe you don't see it like I do. But actually, when they first like he, him, she, her, I'm like, reasonable. It's a reasonable request. And then they had they, der, dat, they. I'm like, okay. Now you're just messing with me. Like now you're just trolling me. Like, come on. You couldn't have just settled for he, him, and she, her. You had to have all these other things that don't make sense. Yeah, Zer. Yeah, Tina, shout out to Tina. The Zer was my person. Like though, like day. Like what are these Bengals fans? Their thing is who day. I don't even know what that means. And I have a business in Cincinnati. What is who day? Who are they? Why is it DEY? I should probably look that up. But yeah. We got to talk about fat people on Instagram.
Oh my God. So Mark and I talk about some heavy shit, right? And I mean, shit, just a little bit ago, I was literally, talking about the scientific approach to proving that COVID was handled completely wrong on YouTube. And I have this evening rants on my main YouTube too. So hello, everybody. I want all of you, if you're on here from my main YouTube, I want you to go subscribe to Evening Rants, because there's one for multiple reasons. One, that's good for the Evening Rants show. We want to get it to the point where we do well on all platforms, but also they're probably going to delete me off YouTube at some point in time. So please go do that. But we just want to keep it lighthearted. And if you get really offended at people laughing at other people, at their looks and stuff like that, I don't know how the fuck you got here, but you are in the wrong goddamn place.
That's what we do.
So I'm just trying to find your fucking safe space, you pansy ass bitch. But let's get going with this. Oh my God, this I can't believe I'm starting with this one, but let's do it. Oh wait, that's you. Here we go.
And now we want to see her again. That is the largest blade. Oh my God, Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. That's what it is. Remember when she blew up into that large blueberry and she was just floating around?
Yes. And in case you guys can't read it, this says, "No one in the gym knows I'm full bush in a thong right now."
So I don't think she can shave. I don't think it's physiologically impossible. I mean, she would have to, well, actually her front, what's weird. Now she has a fupa. I was thinking like it's a lot smaller in the front, so I do think she can get around to shaving that. Definitely can't shave inside her butt cheeks. That's not happening. Maybe a weed whacker or some kind of long would be able to get in there. Like she'd have to have the gardener come in and just weed whack that bitch. But like,
where does this confidence come from to fucking film your ass like this? I don't fucking.
You know what, Alan? This might be a little bit racist, but I think we just increased our black male viewership.
Oh, God damn. I love it.
Just kidding, my brothers. Just kidding. Black guys are like, damn.
That's a trunk. Anyway.
Oh, damn, girl.
Some of the comments. Can y'all bring back shaming and bullying again? We're trying, motherfucker. We're trying. I don't want to know. Didn't want to know either. They don't want to know, sweetie. It's because no one effing cares. There's a few.
That's the women. They're being nice. The women are just talking about the shaving thing. They're not pointing to the literal elephant in the room.
The literal elephant in the room. We're getting too comfortable. This woman has an 800 number in her fucking thing, by the way. Did you notice that?
I wonder if we called it.
No, don't call that number.
This is why I haven't seen an 800 number.
This is why I spray my equipment before using them. Sorry, before we bring back shame, sad. So here's another one. This
All
one is
panties
wild.
are thongs for you. Oh my God.
No, they didn't, but we didn't know what. Oh my God. A lot of dudes down bad in here. What? OnlyFans protection just. Oh, that's gross.
We're gonna have to like get a translator for the dudes.
And here we go.
Check out that dump truck.
She has an 800 number there, Andrew, if you want to give her a call. So
I might do it after the show. I'm not going to lie. Like, do 800 numbers even, does anybody have an 800 number? Like, everything's toll free with cell phones now. Like, what?
Yeah.
800 number. That's like, bro, you remember back when you'd like watch, if you watch TV past 8 p.m., it'd be all like the 900 number, girls calling. A sexy girl is ready to talk to you now. And you're like, huh? When really it's like a 400-pound chick in a trailer park.
That's fucking hilarious. This one's good. Your stuff is called a hedge, not a bush.
Oh my God. A hedge.
All right, here we go. Hang on. Let's move on to the next one.
And that's why it's Planet Fitness, bro. Yeah. She went there for the pizza. Oh yeah, I sent you this one. Remember how you looked as a teenager, and then it turns into that.
Yeah.
Oh, this one is my favorite. Before and before her. That's you. Oh shit.
Don't mind what I was thinking about you, girl. You're bigger than that.
Oh
no. How does someone dim down? Sit right up. Jump scare warning would have been nice.
Man, I was expecting a glow up. Holy fuck, I was wrong. They get better. They get better.
They do. I think, oh my God. Went from zero self-love to too much self-love. That's the fucking truth. That's not even that funny. That's just true.
How many people did she eat?
Oh, Jesus. You look better as a teen. Like, why would you do this? Like, here's where society is fucked up. Like, she's sitting there thinking she's killing it. Like, look at the look on her face. Like, she thinks she's fucking killing it. I blame Tess Holiday for this shit.
So, like,
I really do.
You see those rolls on her side, on her hips. Those what is it? Necrotic fasciitis. Yeah. That's gonna lead to long-term damage. Like literally, it's like, isn't it like equivalent to like bed sores when it kind of just sits there and rots?
Yeah, that's actually part of how it starts. Where it's basically because moisture and bacteria gets trapped in between the skin fold, right? Which is why it's good that she's at a pool, because that actually helps. But it's gross to think about.
Well, I mean, she can't fit in a bathtub.
No, hell no.
So I mean, this is logical.
She would likely have trouble with showers, for real. She might have trouble with showers.
I've seen bigger, but yeah, I mean, that two-piece is putting in work. It's putting in some work.
Putting in some work, no shit. The comment section is very sad to see. Please never stop being you, M. That's
very nice, Nessa.
Nessa, you're not helping her. You know that, right? Like, you're not helping her. She's fucking delusional. She somehow thinks she's killing it. She's delusional. This
again, our black guy viewership just went up.
Yeah. Jesus. But it's unhealthy. It's mentally and physically unhealthy to think that she's rocking it. It really is. And if you find this attractive, it's not attraction, it's a fetish.
Yeah, I'm okay with fetishes. If you're a chubby chaser, you do you.
Yeah,
and do the chubbies. Just do your thing, man. You do you. Hey, different strokes for different folks, man. Took a lot of work to get there, man. A lot of work. No, I mean, no, I'm not joking. Like, you have to eat a lot to get that big. Like, being mildly overweight, anyone can do that just by slipping a little bit. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, to be in the shape I'm in takes a lot of fucking work. I understand.
Yeah.
But to get that big takes more work.
Yeah.
It takes more work than what I do. It takes a lot of sitting. It takes a lot of chewing.
Yeah, a lot of chewing. A lot. But this is this is this girl, and she's like thinking like when you're born both tall and plus size, like she's like thinks she's like not gonna catch the wrath. God damn, fucking Instagram. Baby, what is sexy baby? What kind of lyric is that? Yikes, that's not just plus size. You may want to listen to your intuition. I'm 5'11" and I feel this every way I look. Jesus, this literally throws the whole pick off. It really does. Like she's so much bigger than those other girls.
Bro, that's a bitch. She's gotta be. I mean, dude, hold on. If you don't mind, I normally don't do this. It's rude during the show, but I'm gonna text the Tennessee Titans. They need help. I mean, she's got to be 6'3", 310, 320.
Oh yeah, something like that. Why are you all dressed? Why are you dressed like the lesbian flag?
The comment section just does not care.
You don't belong in that lineup. Oh, that one's even horrible. You made a mistake posting this on Instagram. You did make a mistake posting on Instagram. This is definitely something you should have put on TikTok and left it there.
Yeah. You know what was it called? The wingman, where one of your buddies has to take the ugly friend.
Yeah.
Would you do that? Like,
No.
let's say you and I are single. We're out in downtown Nashville, and like I took the wingman role the last time, right?
Yeah.
And we try, and I'm like, dude, I want that girl, and you can't just leave the other one hanging. So you have to go wingman it out. Are we close enough friends for you to do that for me?
No, man. I love you like a brother.
I don't think so either. I'm not offended at all.
No, I'm not. I feel like that was a test. Like you were just testing me right there. Like,
I mean, she's not as like fat, right? She's big.
No.
But
she's
she's
like,
I mean, with that height, that's supermodel type shit, right? If she got her shit together, like she or volleyball,
something like that. She looks like she's about to like deal with like the Griffins at Hogwarts. Like she looks like she's like she looks like she's Hagrid's daughter or something like that.
The average female is what, 5'4"?
5'4", 5'3",
5'4". I mean, so yeah, if you're assuming you're friends, let's say that's around 5'4" in the middle, about 5'6" on the outside, maybe 5'7". She's 6. She's 6 feet tall.
Oh,
she should not wear heels at all.
No. Oh no. And people like, and here's the thing: she's just a big woman. She could stand to lose probably 100 pounds, but 100 pounds on her is probably like 60 pounds on somebody else because she is a giant. But it's just like, why would you put this on social media? Jump scare. Jesus Christ.
The jump scare one.
This one's
less likely to be kidnapped.
That's true.
You can't, dude. If she has any fighting skills, just by physics alone, she's gonna crush you.
And this person put it out: when plus size people make themselves a victim, that's hilarious. Like I agree. Like, what do you think's going to happen? Like, reality exists. Being big is not even preferable for society. But while she's not super morbidly obese, she could lose some weight. I just think it's weird that people put this shit out there with the automatic assumption that I think I look great. Can you believe these people don't think I look great? And then the comment section just comes and fucking eats them fucking to death.
Well, I mean, even good-looking people need to be careful to post stuff like that because they're going to find one flaw. Like, oh, you got a pimple on your left cheek. They're going to like, remember, was it not, the Jewish guy, the comedian who was anti-Trump, and then he ended up voting for Trump, Rappaport. So he had like a sore on his lip, and I've had those before. It's a canker sore, whatever. It's the herpes virus.
Yeah.
It's the same virus. It doesn't mean you have herpes. It just means it's a strain of herpes. Again, herpes takes all forms, and well, not all forms. It takes multiple forms, and like, bro, he's been herpes man, and people repost that to this day. And I mean, he's just a standard looking pasty Jew.
Yeah.
But dude, if you do that on the internet, dude, if you put yourself out on the internet, you just got to be accepting that people are going to shit on you. And that was the hardest thing for me when I started bodybuilding is, you're putting yourself, now for me, I did it for marketing. I did it to sell shit. I started bodybuilding. I've been honest. Like, I'm not like, dude, I used to watch Arnold. No. I started a company. We couldn't sell shit. So I started blogging on bodybuilding.com message boards so people would fucking notice our brand. Right. And putting yourself out there, for me, it was really hard. And it was more of a survival mechanism. I didn't do it. Dude, I hate, you know me. My goal is never to be on social media again after I'm done with all this shit. But for me to go out there and be like, okay, I'm going to do this because, you know, we got to make this company work. I got mouths to feed. And this is before social media. This is message boards. Bro, dude, I had Get Big forums. This is before Reddit even, I believe, or before Reddit was Reddit. Like I was on all kind of muscle, not RX muscle, but MD forums, and people would just shit on me. You go on Google and find articles about how shitty I am.
Yeah, that's awesome. When they remember you like that. Yeah, it is, because like that means you're remembered. When I first started, what was weird. When I first started this, I was like fat, you know, and I got to tell you this, I didn't fucking. Nobody said shit about me being fat. Like nobody.
Really?
Nobody at all. No. The comment section didn't give me shit. Nobody gave me shit about being fat. They did not fucking care. But when I got lean, they were all the fuck over me. It was wild, man. Like, oh my God, it was such a completely different fucking story. Like you think you're hot shit now. Like I'm not fat no more. I'm actually
I'm not going to die in a year. I can breathe. I don't need a CPAP to sleep.
There's a total of one shirtless picture of me. Like I'm not that kind of fitness guy. I came from the health area. I didn't even come from sports or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like there's one shirtless picture of me. That's it on the internet. That's all.
Man, you Google my name, it's like a fucking OnlyFans page.
Oh, I know. I mean, it really is. I mean, and then there's the OnlyFans page, but you don't know about that. I'm just making money on the side with it. So.
Well, that devalues my OnlyFans page because they're getting the shit for free.
Yeah, that's a valid point.
Yeah, so, it's an odd thing. But again, like realize this isn't just unique to her. If you put yourself on the internet, you are accepting the fact that people are going to be mean and they're going to talk a lot of shit. And like even when I put my kids and look, man, my social media, I don't look at it like, look, you don't see me put my kids on like Ambrosia or Tiger Fitness or all that shit. No. They go on the Mark Lobiner Instagram because you know who else follows me on there? My family, my friends. Like it's a multifaceted, channel. And like realize like people who've been watching me since I started the YouTube channel in 2011, they're like, dude, I remember when, I posted Thomas he qualified for state, and so many people like, bro, I remember when he was born, that was 2000. I remember when he was like a little kid, and I remember this. I can't believe so for me, it's like my kids have grown up with that, but also it's given them, they understand adversity because people talk shit, and they're just like, you can't say anything that I'm at school they haven't heard on the internet, and it's always fucking Planet Fitness.
Yeah. So hang on, I wanted to wait for it to restart because it's not what you expect.
This one is so good.
Oh, hang on.
Keeping on track my way, and look at the progress.
Imagine the day they see you again. And you are
she's cute.
Well,
in shape. I like it.
Better.
Oh.
I was proud of myself, but the internet hated it. Anyways, here we are 1 year later, keeping on track my way, and look at the progress.
Imagine
what is her ultimate goal? Like,
I don't know.
Because I think she was kind of there, like women. So even for men, like they have shown that as long as you're at maintenance with your calories, whether you're eating in a super surplus or whether you're eating at maintenance, muscle growth is the same. You do not need to bulk to grow muscle. I'm not talking about steroids. No. Naturally, these studies are on natural. It's a new study. I'm not going to pull it up now, but I'm about to do a video on it in the next couple of days. So essentially, you don't need to get fat to build muscle.
Right.
It's about mechanical tension, progressive overload. That's about it. That's about it.
I wish I would have known that before I got fat. But
well, I digress. Powerlifting, Alan. Other than deadlift, the more you weigh, the more you squat and bench. It's just simple physics and leverage. So like the only lift that isn't going to be influenced by your weight as much is a deadlift because you're pulling something off the ground. But on the lifts where you have the squat and deadlift where you're actually load bearing in that way, it does. So deadlift is the only lift. That's why you saw, like, remember when Max Tuning first started out? He was like 135 pounds. Motherfuckers deadlifting 500, and I'm like, well,
so annoying.
It's impressive, but not as much as if he squatted that much weight, right?
Yeah.
Like,
well,
skinny people could deadlift a ton of weight. Like, dude, my kids are deadlifting over 3 times body weight, which is absurd.
Yeah, to a great degree, deadlift is a lot about like leverages too. Like, in some people with like shorter bodies and longer limbs,
long arms,
deadlift. Yeah, long arms.
That's me.
Yeah, like here, what the wild thing is, obviously when I started losing weight, my squat definitely dropped way down, but my deadlift went up for a while. Like when I was still trying to lift decently heavy, my deadlift went up for a while. My deadlift was cracking like close to 600 there for a while in my garage gym. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm
so when bodybuilders diet, they think they're losing muscle and strength because their bench press will go from, like, let's arbitrary, a 315 to like a 285, but their body weight dropped from 200 to 160.
So
you didn't get strong. You didn't get weaker. You probably didn't lose you lost a little bit of muscle, but not a lot.
Right.
It's because you lost that leverage, but I can still deadlift the same. Aha. Right. Yeah. So she's going for the Lee Priest 1990s Dreamers bulk. She's got the KFC, the Krispy Kremes. But I mean, she's a cute girl. I like her third, the final iteration we saw, she's getting there.
Yeah, she's
getting back down. She's gonna have some more muscle. Cute girl. It's just it's a shame she put herself in this position.
Yeah, it really is. Because she doesn't necessarily deserve it. I think she went by the old, like, bulking, cutting, try to phase and stuff like that when she didn't need to. Women especially, you guys definitely shouldn't bulk. You guys don't have the testosterone levels unless you're taking androgynous hormones to be able to benefit from the extra calories anyway. And just like Mark said, it doesn't actually add, like, it doesn't mean anything. You don't have to get fat to do it.
Yeah. So what Alan's saying is that women should take anabolic androgenic steroids.
Of course. All of them. It should be in the water.
It actually, well, I mean, it probably, estrogen is. Those birth control pills seep all up in there.
Yeah, estrogen is.
Everybody wants my pee with the testosterone in it. You guys are going to get jacked if you drink my water.
Jacked up.
If you're next to my sewage system, you're going to be jacked. All that
mine now too. Goddamn.
Yeah. Dude, like, you're going to come out like a fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Come out like.
Seriously. So we'll get off this girl because I think she had the best of intentions, and the comment section is not that bad.
She's getting there. She's starting to get there, man. Cute girl. I like her.
Now these people.
Oh, not the park hoppers. All right, we need to turn the music off or YouTube's going to strike us because they're boogieing on down straight out of a copyright strike.
I got to tell you,
what is up with adult women who are fat and Disney? One of the reasons I'm boycotting Disney.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's a weird childish addiction, but I can say this. Being proud of yourself when you have visible fat shaking on your shins is pretty fucked up. Like, that is bad. That is bad. Like, this woman right here in the purple, you can literally see fat on her shins shaking. That's bad.
This guy, this Andrew's last part, it looks like you wrote that.
Yeah. Why would we do? That's exactly
why would all you people in the comments encourage these girls? They're going to be dead from heart disease in 5 to 10 years. You're all acting like there's no issue and telling them they're doing great. Exactly.
So true. So true. Good, McChesney Andrew.
Yeah, for some reason I couldn't read that. I think I'm retarded.
Thoughts and prayers for their knee joints.
Goodness gracious. Dude, they got to be in such pain.
Yeah, dude. They've got to be.
Crazy work.
And I mean, to act this childish, they're wearing fucking bunny ears. Like, you're fucking adults. You know, you can't even ride half the rides in there. You know, their joints are hurting. I'm following for the funeral. God.
Oh my God.
That's fucking very savage.
That's very savage.
Found the use for the ultra wide lens.
The 0.5 on the iPhone, man. Yep, we found it.
Did they sit down after this? Wow. And then we have one more, and this one, just so everybody knows, okay. This one, we're gonna read the comments, okay. And we don't mean to be mean, but I'm sorry. I apologize. And I mean, I'm sure she's a perfectly nice lady. I really am.
Oh, this one. I sent this one this morning. This one's so good.
Yeah. How the hell do you know what anyone is looking for? I never, because she said, hang on a second, you can hear.
Happy. So that's another thing he's looking for. He's looking for a woman that he can make happy, a woman who is happy and delighted with what he has to offer her.
Actually,
He's
good
also
advice.
looking for a woman who respects his leadership, because men really do crave respect, and it is an absolute relationship killer if the wife or the lady in the relationship does not respect her husband. And cultivating respect for men is essential. And I don't mean all men, because there are obviously very bad men out there who do not deserve your respect. A man with a provider mentality is looking for certain things in a future wife.
3 seconds into the video before I hit the comments.
And she's speaking truth though. I like her message.
Yeah. This guy, I see what
cute girl.
there. Yeah. I see what you mean there and there.
Oh no. Oh no.
Love this one in particular all costs. I gave that one a like too, because like for real, she's putting herself out there.
She's cute other than the wandering eye. I get over that.
Yeah.
I would.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Oh, that wouldn't, I wouldn't care about that, dude. I really wouldn't. I just think it's funny that like I'm quite encouraged at the comment sections, and I know that when she cries, tears roll down her back.
Oh no.
He's also looking for a wife to look him in the eyes and forget it. She's got mortgage eyes, one fixed, one variable.
I feel so bad for laughing at this,
I know,
but I can't help myself. We all need to turn a blind eye when it comes to
I mean,
she sees both sides of the subject.
Just fucking crazy. She got fired from her job as a first grade teacher. Couldn't keep her pupils in line.
She has blue eyes. One blue this way, the other blue that way.
Oh my God! I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, but some people look at it from a different angle.
These are so creative and clever, though.
Yes,
I mean,
they are.
Unfortunately, we would never see eye to eye. You were just bulk liking these, weren't you?
She's definitely seeing someone on the side.
Oh, that was my favorite. Gentlemen, we meet again. Oh God, they put the meme of the guy. Oh my God.
I'll keep an eye out for you.
Oh, crazy eyes.
Love your content, dude. All right, so I don't want to be too harsh on her. She seems like a very nice person.
I like her. I like her a lot, dude. Like she's great. She's great, but we have important things to get to today on Evening Rants.
Yeah.
Like Bonnie Blue, who had sex with over 1,000 men in 24 hours. And now she found out she's pregnant. And who better to comment on it than the Maury Show, Maury Povich himself. So Bonnie Blue, known for sleeping with 1,057 men in under 24 hours. I doubt that. That's like 20 seconds a dude. Is reportedly pregnant. Maury Povich writes, I'm sitting this one out. That got me.
That's hilarious.
That got me, dude. That got me. So the question is like, is this another? I mean, look, keep the baby.
Yeah.
All right. Let's remain morally consistent, but yeah, good luck finding the dad. Like that's not no one's getting a call for that one. I don't even think she has their numbers.
So 1,000 guys in a day. There's 1,440 minutes in a day.
Someone did the math. It's like 20. It's like it's under like 30 seconds a person. You'd literally have to have a boner standing right at a guy's butt and just go right in. There's no time to even like feel the area out. You're just like in.
So, because here's the thing. I'm not really condoning or condemning what she's doing because it's not my pussy. I don't need to fucking fuck it. But
I don't want that pussy.
I don't want that pussy. But who are these fucking losers? I mean, these 1,000 losers that are standing in line, fucking jerking their dicks off so they can stay hard, so they get to fucking put it in some other girl or some girl that's had 9. Like who's number 1,057? Like who is that dude? Like,
well, they're British.
Oh, they are. Okay.
Yeah, they're Euro cucks, as Cernovich calls them.
Yeah, but that's fucking sad.
It is. It's look, man. So I don't put this on the girls. I simply don't. People get mad at me for that. I put it on the simps, right? Like there's a new. I'm not gonna look, man. Some of these people I talk to, I'm not gonna throw shade, but there's not one. Okay, there's a couple. All female conservative news people or influencers, they're all sexualized. They're all showing a ton of tits. They're all, and you know what? Bravo for you. You found your lane. You're in it. But like when I'm like, okay, I joke around about Megyn. I don't give a fuck. Just tell me the news. Tell me what's going on. But these guys are like, oh, that, and they play it up where they'll post those like pictures of like them in tight clothes and titties all hanging out. I'm not against that, but I'm just saying women want to be taken seriously. Oh, we're not sex object. Yes, you are. Every time you have a chance to exploit your sexuality, you do it for financial gain and for popularity and for fame and to move up the ladder. And then you saw the scandal at ESPN. It turns out there's a big sex thing where the woman moved to the top by sleeping away to the top. Look, dude, if women want to be taken seriously, actually get somewhere based on your talent, your skill, your work ethic. Instead of, and it's always, isn't it funny how it's usually the hot ones who move up, right? Like, you ever wonder about that? You ever wonder why it's not like the sloppy ones, right? It's always like, how did she's not even very smart. How'd that happen? Oh, that's how it happened. What was that chick's name at ESPN? It was a big thing a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's a big lawsuit. So basically the makeup person she was like, yo, this is crazy. This bitch fucking everyone. And Skip Bayless, who I love. I like Skip Bayless a lot. He got brought into it. And she's like, he paid like Stephen A. Smith actually did a piece on that. I'm not going to say why I'm invested in Skip Bayless. I just don't want to say it. But like Stephen A. Smith was like, look, man, I don't know what's going on. And she said something like Stephen A. Smith offered like $100,000 or $500,000 to sleep with him. But Stephen A. Smith is the cheapest man I ever met. He's like, he would never pay that for a woman. He was the tightest, cheapest bastard I've ever met. I'm like, oh, Stephen A. took up for him.
It's funny.
Yeah, it's wild. It is wild. So women, if you want to be taken seriously, I don't know, maybe do your job or just get a little piece of that DEI.
Oh, we got the DEI.
So Tim Pool says it's not that women can't fly planes. It's that in order to get an all-female flight with such small availability pool of pilots and stuff, I'm adding those in, you have to go further down the list. The crash appeared to be pilot error. There's that Delta flight that crashed. So Endeavor Air is they operate flights, and Delta is the airline you book through, right? Endeavor Air is like the subsidiary or whatever. So they had this initiative to have all female crews. The problem is there's not that many pilots. So generally when you're hiring a pilot, you're having a pilot fly, you go for the best. and you hire the best. And that's why you interview and you look at skills and you look at hours trained, hours flight, hours this, hours flown, hours this. But when you're looking at all females, you're wiping out the people on top. So you might get some good female pilots, but inevitably you're going to get some shit pilots because, well, you're only going from a pool of, I don't know what percentage of pilots are females. I'm guessing it's a lot less than males. Let's say it's 5%. So the 95% who, let's say even 50% of them are better than 50% of the other, you're looking at a very small pool of women. So here's a video showcasing Endeavor Air being so, invested in women flying that they have these all-female crews.
Girls, come on. Leave the saving the world to the men? I don't think so.
I don't know if flying a plane from airport to airport is saving the world, but sure, let's go with that.
Why not?
Young bad girls do it well. Live faster, young.
No, we ain't giving no hold. I ain't Romeo and I'll hold. Making a party, chocolate Barbie waiting on me for.
You got into Harvard Law?
What, like it's hard?
What is your name as a group?
The Click.
The Click.
Click or clique?
Click.
Let's do it.
So, I mean, let's look at the bright side. Those appear to be biological women. So we're making progress.
Right. But here's my thing. Like, it totally devalues them when you make them act like that. So they can't just be good pilots. They have to be women pilots. It's the same thing. Like, well, he's the first black person to do this, or she's the first black person to do that. You're devaluing the person. You know what I mean? And while I understand that people want to celebrate the first accomplishments and stuff like that, it diminishes what it is, especially in our environment right now, because DEI got way the fuck out of hand. I know many people. I know so many leftists that think that, like, without DEI we're a horrible country. I don't fucking care. I want the best fucking pilots. I want the best fucking doctors. I want the best fucking lawyers. I want the best of everything. I don't care if they're male, female, straight, gay. I don't give a shit. I really don't. As long as they're the best at what they're supposed to do, that's what I fucking look for.
America's based on meritocracy. That's what makes America great.
Right.
Because great people do great shit. Everybody's like, oh, Elon's getting government contracts. No, he's had them since like the early 2000s. And the reason is he does things better and more efficiently than the government can do it themselves. So they give him the contracts. He's had these contracts long before he was involved with Trump. In fact, he took a big risk in backing Trump because Trump could have lost. Look, at the end of the day, our society allows people like Elon Musk, like Mark Zuckerberg, like Mark Cuban, right? I'm going down both sides of the aisle. Mark Cuban, he had a .com. I don't care. I don't care if he sold fucking Pokemon cards. He has $1 billion. He's done something right. He's not dumb. He was smart enough to scam people out of money. He's not a dummy. Okay, not a dummy. He's really good businessman.
Yep.
So, I mean, you look Trump, right? Like the cream rises to the top. Oh yeah. So
that's awesome.
The cream. Okay, so look, man, when you start arbitrarily forcing people to be hired based on their traits, based on things that do not signal that they're the best or proficient at something, that's when you risk people dying. And you're going to see that happen more and more. And it's also hurt the cause because
absolutely.
Like Charlie Kirk, he got in trouble for saying, if I see a black pilot, I think twice. And you would have never done that if there wasn't DEI. But with DEI, your first thought is that, well, what if he was a DEI hire and he's not capable of flying this plane? That would have never happened if we just hired good pilots and the pilot just happens to be black.
Yeah,
But
right.
yeah,
I mean, it just
fucking
happens
crazy.
to be.
Yeah, I never think twice if there's a woman doing something, but now I do. Now,
Yeah.
I never
No
did.
shit.
I never did. I'm like, well, I just think, man, fuck yeah, you're doing it, girl. Go.
Yep.
Yes, you're fucking awesome. Do your thing. Now I'm like, oh, and then like Metro Nashville PD, they did the whole thing where they're trying to hire more women and they're overlooking men. Apparently, I don't know if that's true. I heard it. Wow. I have a lot of friends on Metro, so I'm not going to talk shit. But my thought is that, but then immediately when I go out, I see a female cop. I'm like, is she capable of this job?
Right.
Or if we have lower standards for female cops, I'm like, I don't feel safe. Like
right.
when you're in a bad area and you pull up to like a Denny's or something, right? You're hungry. I don't really give a fuck where I am. If I see a cop in the restaurant, it's usually like, oh, this can be a safe place to be. This guy can handle some shit. But when you go there and Cagney and Lacey are sitting there and they don't know how to fucking holster a gun, they might actually accidentally, then that's a problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
I am all for, look, man, I have a daughter. She can do great things, but I want her to do it because she's fucking awesome, not because she was born female. That's irrelevant to me. I raised my daughter to compete with men, not on the soccer field. I mean, although I think she could have at one point competed. She did up till about 14 years old. And then it was like, but no, I mean, my daughter, she was raised to, be strong among men. She played sports with boys. She was, because again, the world, when you go out into the world, Alan, it's not segregated. You're in the workforce against men. So, we used to practice 2 practices a day in soccer. She'd train with her team and then she'd go train with the boys team. My buddy was the coach and he'd love it because at the end, if she won, like she was really fast. Like if she won, they'd have to keep running. And she was such a dick. She would not let them win. They'd be running for like a fucking hour. So she was the most hated person on that team that day. I raised my daughter to compete against men in the workforce. And
of course,
to be because I wanted her to get by in life, not because she happened to be born a female, but because she's really good at what she does. And at the end of the day, in the workforce, you will be competing with men. It's just life. You bringing something up?
Yep.
All right.
I'm looking at something here real quick. Did you see this earlier? And I know we were talking about women, and it made me think of like Deborah Bricks, but I don't know why, but.
Before we get to that, we have a hater. So Jas writes, so this is how people are getting radicalized by Nazis like y'all. Jas, I'm glad you bring up the Nazi word.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. I only whip this out in certain occasions. Jas, I'm literally Jewish. My mother served the IDF. And put him back where he belongs on that Jewish bodybuilder over there. So I'm Jewish. My mother served the IDF and my grandfather escaped Auschwitz. By you cheapening the word Nazi shows that you are just a dumb cunt. So let me move on to another thing you say. And I'm sorry for using the C word, but it fits her perfectly. Obsessed with value and women being devalued. Not understanding what that means, but I do think that women, so unlike you, Jas, I believe that women are capable of competing with men on a fair playing field. Do you not agree with me? I believe in women. If you think women are inferior to men and they can't compete, that's cool. Why are people watching 2 randos saying whatever? Well, in that case, everybody's a rando, right? Like what makes Tim Pool different from us? What makes Charlie Kirk different from us? What makes Cenk Uyghur different than us? Okay. You never thought about women. We ever thought about women because they have been sidelined in every area possible. So explain how they've been sidelined in every area possible. I mean, the glass ceiling's not there. It's been proven. It's not. It just some women choose to take time off of work to have children. Yeah. And that's what slows them down. And also, like, men and women are different. Men are by nature more competitive. And men are by nature going to pick jobs that pay higher wages. If you want to go work on an oil rig, Jas, by all means, they're hiring. and you will make bank. You're going to make 6 figures a year, but you're going to be at sea for 3 months at a time. And it's a dirty, nasty, very tough job. So, Jas, before you call people Nazis, I want you to do a simple Google search. Also, you know what? I want you to Google my name. Also want you to look at my LinkedIn. And I want you to see that I am a nobody to you. But in this world, I have done some cool shit. More cool shit than you or your entire family will ever do. So with that being said, please, if you're going to use the N-word here, I didn't give you the pass. Okay.
Yeah.
Nazi is our word. If you have a grandfather or a relative who has survived a concentration camp, I will give you the pass. But until then, you shut your bitch ass up, go crawl into the little corner you came from, and just sit there like a good little peasant. Okay. Have a nice day. I stole that.
That was very had to have a nice day. Yes, but that it's a great way to end that. You know, like it's a great way to end. Like, you know, you swear at somebody, you call them a stupid punk, you call them stupid, call them a moron, show them how stupid they are, and then at least you tell them to have a nice day. You know, because like, you know, now the lesson might be learned. And by the way, Jas, if you're still here and you comment, you could come on live with us if you'd wanted to. Like, and you have to have video. You have to have video. Yeah. I mean, so I'm assuming you're ugly. I don't know why, but I'm assuming you're ugly. And I know you're going to say, well, you're ugly too. Yeah, but I'm on camera. So there's a difference. So you're more than welcome to if you want to come on. You're more than welcome to.
I hate the overuse of the word Nazi. It's just it's devaluing the actual what Nazis did, right? It's when everybody's a Nazi, it's like racist. Racist doesn't mean anything anymore. No. And when you start just calling everybody Nazi willy-nilly, it just completely takes away from the fact that, hey, Nazi's not a good thing. It's not something we should just blanket call people. And what makes us Nazi? What have we said that even resembles Nazism? We are free market capitalists. We're libertarian by nature. We're 90s Democrats. We're pro-choice. Well, that's true. Nazis were probably not pro-choice, except for minorities. They probably wanted them to get abortions, which basically fits the Democrat platform. So I'm wondering, Jas, for the love of everything sacred, what makes us Nazis? I want you to define why you would call somebody a Nazi. Like, what defines a Nazi? What have we said in this podcast that is Nazi rhetoric?
And I would love to know what we said that actually truly like set her off. Like, you know,
that women are equal to men, and women should not get special treatment because women are good enough to compete with men.
Yeah. I mean, geez.
But the word Nazi just fucking it's a trigger, and if this happens, I'm going to go off every time because it's just they don't know my history. They don't know your history. They don't know our beliefs. She just tuned in here, but I want to know what we said in the past 53 minutes and 48 seconds that would give you the idea that we believe in Nazi ideology. Do you know what a Nazi is?
This is why the some of this stuff that the left has done is just unforgivable. Like, they have devalued so many very serious things. Like, think about it. You know, the reason why they use these words is because they used to carry so much fucking weight. Like, the last thing in the world a white boy wanted to be fucking called before the last couple of years was racist. Like, now I don't care. Call me a racist all the fuck you want. I couldn't give a shit. You know why? Because you guys have literally fucking made it so, like, the left has made it such an overused word, so goddamn ridiculous that people just kind of, whatever, you know? Like, people like white supremacist, racist, Nazi, shit. A grandma killer. Like, they try to say the meanest, hardest shit, and they overuse it to the point where it devalues it for like everybody, and that's fucking sad. The weakening of language, Kashina just said. Yeah,
but
the weakening of language.
Want these people to look up. Look, man, I lost my entire family to the Nazis, bro. Like, you have no fucking idea. And that's the reason I love America so much, and I fight for freedom to the expense of $10+ million in losses that I fought. Okay, so I might be a nobody, But when it was time to take a stand against tyranny, I did. When Jess, I'm willing to bet you probably still wear a fucking mask.
Oh, I would guess. Speaking of that, that actually segues me into this.
Yes, I did it without even knowing. Sorry, I went
Yeah.
off.
Oh no, please. And dude, I feel the same way. So, but this bitch, new Dr. Deborah
Oh
Brick,
no.
now says the messenger RNA vaccine should have been rolled out for people that were at risk for severe disease because that's what the vaccines were developed for. So hang on.
And what we've done wrong in public health is we didn't explain that COVID vaccines were nothing like the childhood vaccines, and that the childhood vaccines, like many of the diseases, you get it once, you don't get it again. And this is getting the children to have that disease without getting the deadly consequences. That is not what the COVID vaccine was designed to do. It wasn't designed to prevent against infection. And if you look at the vaccine hesitancy rates, they've doubled since COVID. So,
well, I'm going to argue that that's because it's not a vaccine, because you just described the difference between what a vaccine is and what this is. This is a therapy. But also, why the fuck did we fire all sorts of nurses, doctors, pilots, everything like that, if it never, ever, ever was going to stop any of that shit? Oh, Jazz, you're still here. Jazz, do you want to come on live with us? Here you go.
Oh yeah, link her up. Yeah, you know it's crazy. So I'm a fan. I am a huge fan of the mRNA technology. I've been since when did I read that? It was like the 2010s, Alan, and it was actually they were thinking about using it for sarcopenia, and that would have so sarcopenia, which would have applications in muscle growth. So bodybuilders were looking into it. So it's fascinating that it was used for this purpose and called a vaccine, when I think it's more of a way to kind of steer your body in a way to do something such as growing muscle, fighting cancer, to use it to create a spike protein was when I first heard about it, to me, as someone who's very well read on science and who read as much as I could at the time with the little information available on mRNA, because the studies failed because the rodents kept dying, right? So I was like, this is great. We just got to stop killing mice, right? It was really awesome. So when they put it in an application for viral, that was when I first looked and I'm like, all right, I don't know if that makes sense, but maybe it does, but let's do some more testing. And they're like, it's safe and effective for everyone. But then I remembered, shit, man, in these studies, like the reason they stopped doing them was because of the mortality rates of the test subjects. So that is what originally got me going.
Yeah, I can see it being like, what, it's like the one SARM. It's like it's not actually, it doesn't grow anything. It blocks the enzyme that stops muscle
myostatin.
Myostatin,
Are you talking follistatin?
Yeah. So I was thinking that they would use it for something like that, where they can block the either the pronunciation or like make it so the a certain gene doesn't fire or something like that.
Yeah, mRNA is. I mean, guys, don't get a bad taste in your mouth for mRNA, because I do think it's the future of something. But I think it was kind of like the vaccine hesitancy now, which I do like the fact that I don't think people should take a all or nothing on vaccines. I do think there are some vaccines that are pretty cool that do help society. I'm a big fan of vaccines. But now, because they lied about this one, people have hesitancy to take even the good vaccines. So that was my main argument, is that, dude, you guys are going to screw it up. Like, now you're going to have people just refuse to get any vaccine. And that might not be a good thing. It might not be a bad thing. There's people who argue the polio vaccine wasn't necessary. I don't know enough about it to argue that one, right? I've seen both sides of the story. Measles, mumps, chicken pox. I don't get that vaccine. Just get chicken pox. It's not a big deal. I got it when I was a kid, and we used to try to get it when we were a kid to get out of the way, to build that natural immunity. My brother got it when he was like 12 or something, and my mom made me like bathe with him. so I get it.
Yeah.
I'm like, can't we just like stand next to each other? Why not be naked in a bathtub with the guy? That was fucking weird. Like that was some pedo shit. That was a Diddy party at our house.
So she is upset. They're taking posts from the internet to simplify what women are fighting for and ridiculing the work of feminists. Plus, being pro-life plus being pro-life is inherently misogynistic.
Good.
But
I'm pro-choice.
But we're both pro-choice.
And we ridicule DEI because what DEI does is it's automatically inherently saying that women aren't as good as men. So we need to give them preferential treatment, lower test scores, lower tests, lower fitness qualifications. You know, those are things they're doing to get this in. We're having quotas, so we're not going for the best of the best. I do believe that there are the best of the best, and some of those are females. You are
racist.
You're a misogynist.
Two white men. First of all, Mark is not white.
No, according to the latest survey poll, 80% of Americans believe that Jews are not white. I do not appreciate you dead racing me like that. And
dead racing. I love it.
She misraced me.
Oh, she misraced you. Yeah. And she called you by your dead race. Oh,
my dead race.
Have fun, guys. I'm gonna.
You're not coming on. You're not coming on. You fuck coward.
You're not gonna come on.
You're gonna talk all this shit. Not come on. Come on. We're nice. We're really nice and really nice people. Yeah. But I mean, you'd rather be in the forest with a bear than two white men.
Yeah. Right. So unbelievable. All right.
Yes, I hope my daughter kicks your ass somehow. My daughter would beat the shit out of you, Jazz.
She fucking handily. She beat the shit out of most men. But
that's how you raise women, dude. You raise them to be tough.
Tomorrow's a big day, bro.
Cash, is that the day?
It's the vote for cash. The vote for cash.
I always vote for cash.
Yeah, we will be back tomorrow to make sure.
Jess, we appreciate you. You made today fun.
Yeah, you did make today fun. The trolls don't fuck with me much anymore because they know that I'll invite them to come on, and then when they don't come on, they look idiotic, like you did.
Well, what's really funny is her argument for us being Nazis is that Nazis were, quote, kind of misogynistic, unquote.
Yeah. So
a lot of cultures are misogynistic, not ours.
Right. Not ours.
I'm not misogynistic. Dude, Jazz, our wives literally run our businesses.
Yeah.
Look
My
at
name
his
is
name.
It's the MFing COO. That's because I'm the COO of the businesses, and she's the CEO. I work for her.
Because his wife is so much smarter than him. It's not even close.
It's true. Very true.
It's
She's the one who
true.
figured out. Yeah,
it's true.
It's true.
And my wife is much more stable, sane, and more intelligent. She had a much better GPA than I did in high school. She was in you know why I never saw her at school? Because she was in the honors classes. I was in the short bus classes, right?
Yep.
If she wouldn't want to stay at home and raise kids, man, she'd have out earned me by like triple. Without
that's probably true. Like shit, dude. Like when I became a healthcare executive, Crystal stayed home to take care of our son because I was gone all the time. Like I was gone a lot. But while she was doing that, she got 2 degrees. Fucking got certified in Pilates, yoga, like 10 different fucking things. I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm fucking wow. And then I'd still get home, dinner on the table, fucking house perfectly clean, all my shit done. Like, how do you have so many hours in the fucking day? It's wild.
Alan, you know what's fascinating about us? We get accused of being simps. And we get accused of being misogynist at the same damn time. We are the most polarizing, confusing people on the internet. Cause we're like, yeah, we simp for our wives. Oh, you're not a man. I'm like, and that happy wife, happy life thing. Yeah, it's fucking true.
Yeah.
it's fucking true.
It happens to us and all sorts of other shit too. Dude, I get called, it'll be comment after like 2 comments right in a row. One comment will call me a steroid abuser. Another comment will call me skinny and small. Like,
I get that too. It's like, oh, you lost all your size. And it's like steroid abuser. I'm like, okay, Get it right. Did I clean shit up and get small, or am I still blasting steroids? I need to know where I stand in this world as a white misogynistic Nazi.
Yeah. Oh, God, calling you a Nazi is just something else.
That's my favorite. You know,
that's wild.
It's
So
like,
wild.
dude, do you not notice this schnoggin right here? Like, look at that.
His grandfather escaped from Auschwitz, you dumb fuck. Literally, his grandfather escaped from Auschwitz, and you're gonna you can't even call me a Nazi. I'm his best friend. You can't even call me a Nazi because his grandfather escaped from Auschwitz. His mother was in the fucking special services for fucking IDF for Israel. You sound so fucking stupid. It's amazing to me.
Yeah, you got no flack for the black guy and big white girl comments. I thought that was going to be the linchpin today. No, it was the massage because Nazis were kind of misogynistic. That's all Nazis did. It wasn't the killing of however many Jews or Catholics or gays. No, they were kind of misogynist. They made their women cook dinner. It wasn't the mass extermination of populations. It was Nazis were kind of misogynistic, but the other stuff Nazis did were okay.
We spent 40 minutes laughing at people on the internet, their stupid shit, being fat, cross-eyed, all sorts of shit. But the thing that got under her fucking craw was when we said DEI is stupid.
No, but there's a comment in here about from Greg. No, this is from Halls. My son has Dune syndrome. One eye won't move, and he is cracking up to this. See, even cross-eyed people thought it was funny. The one time we have a lighthearted episode, we get shit on. That's fucking great.
What the fuck? I mean, it's so wild. So wild.
All right. Man. So we will see you guys tomorrow. Cash Patel. And again, go to ambrosiacollective.com. That's ambrosiacollective.com. No Morbidity and Alchemy. Those are products specifically formulated for and by Alan to help people lose weight and keep it off. One is a great appetite suppressant. The other helps your body utilize carbohydrate for energy and not be stored as fat. And the other product in the Holy Trinity stack is Ember. Buy that Holy Trinity stack. Coupon code Evening Rants. That's Evening Rants at ambrosiacollective.com. Gets you 10% off the entire site, including that stack. Also, if you feel like getting more variety, you could also get Ambrosia. You go to tigerfitness.com. Coupon code MAHA, MAHA, MAHA. Gets you 10% off the entire site. So wherever you want to go, we appreciate it. It supports us, and we hope you have a great rest of your night, people.
Absolutely, and we're about to send you off with an ad from a Nazi.
Are you currently taking LMNT for your electrolytes? That's great. Electrolytes are very important, especially for athletes. The problem is I think they took it a little too far. 1,000 milligrams of sodium per packet. That's great if you're an endurance athlete running in high temperatures, 100 plus. But if you're not perspiring that much, if you're not doing that much activity, if you're simply exercising, normally, it's a lot. You're looking at intake, you take a few packets, 10,000 milligrams of sodium a day. So what I like to do is I like to flavor all my water with electrolytes because electrolytes are vitally important for you to intake. Now, what do? I take Ambrosia Hydroglyph. So Ambrosia Hydroglyph, available in stick packs as well as bags. Now, it's beyond sodium, potassium, magnesium. It has other things that'll help your body keep muscle and perform better. It has the essential amino acids. It has your branched chain amino acids. It has velocitol, which doubles the power of those amino acids. It even has my HMB. So if you're really training hard, it staves off muscle loss. If you're looking for something well beyond the current electrolyte you're taking, something that won't overdo it, but give you everything needed to perform at your best and be as healthy as possible, Ambrosia Hydroglyph is your choice.